holy. Oh, so holy. You are holy. Oh, so what a privilege and an honor to worship at your throne, to be called into your presence as your own. Come on, let your voice say, you are holy. Say, oh, so holy. Come on, you are holy. Say, you are holy. Say, oh, so holy. What a privilege. What a privilege and an honor to worship at your throne, to be called into your presence as your Think about the privilege. You are faithful. Say, you are faithful. Oh, so faithful. What a privilege. Say, what a privilege and an honor to worship at your throne, to be called into your presence. Now lift your hands. Come on, we're moving. With your hands lifted up, come on, put a worship on your lips, a praise on your lips. Come on. Come on. Last time, everybody, what a privilege. Say, what a privilege and an honor. Yes. To worship at your throne. We are. To be called into your presence as your own. It's something in here. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Say, hallelujah. Come on, parts. Hallelujah. 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 Say, hallelujah. Come on, say, hallelujah. Say, give God praise all over this house. Give him praise all over this house. Come on, give him praise. 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 Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Proverbs the 4th chapter. Proverbs the 4th chapter and the 23rd verse. And when you get there, I want you to hold that. And I want you to find Luke the 6th chapter and the 43rd verse. Let everyone stand for the gospel. Proverbs 4 and 23. and Luke 6 and 43. When you got it, say, I got it. You still looking, say, hold on. And the word of the Lord reads like this. Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Let me read that again. Because this is just good wisdom. Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Let's read down a little bit further. Put away from thee a forward mouth, and perverse lips put far from thee. Let thine eyes look right on, let thine eyelids look straight before thee. Ponder the path of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established. Turn not right to the right hand, nor to the left. Remove thy foot from evil. Luke 6. Luke 6. I know I ain't gonna get no amens in here today. Luke 6. Y'all better talk to me. I like conversation. Luke 6 and 43. The word of the Lord reads like this. For a good tree bringeth not forth corrupt fruit, neither doth a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. For every tree is known by his fruit, by his own fruit. For of thorns men do not gather figs, nor of bramble bush gather thy grapes. Here's the key verse right here. This is where we want to launch from. A good man out of the good treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is good. And an evil man out of the evil treasure of his heart bringeth forth that which is evil. For out of the abundance of the heart his mouth speaketh. Today I want to talk to you very simply from this thematic thrust, and that is simply a cure for heart disease. A cure for heart disease. Be seated in the presence of the Lord. Wow. Cure for heart disease. Somebody needs to tweet that, Snapchat that, put that on Facebook. A cure for heart disease. Come on, you need to text somebody and tell them, I'm going to give you a cure for heart disease. Jeremy, we're going to take a ride today. Here we go. This is a mandate. This is a mandate. Proverbs 4:23 is a mandate. Is a mandate. It is a call to action. It is almost more than just wisdom. And could you hear someone almost passionately crying or decreeing this? And that is, guard your heart. Yeah. How many of you ever wanted to tell your friends that? Guard your heart. Matter of fact, you saw them slipping into something they didn't need to be in, and you want to tell them you need to guard your heart. Matter of fact, they was getting ready to hook up with somebody that you knew probably wasn't good for them, and you just told them you might want to watch yourself with them. Translation, guard your heart. Here it is, here it is, here it is. Somebody shout that, guard your heart. I was reading an article about various examples of heart disease. And in the article, it talked about several signs and evidences of heart issues and the signs of cardiac arrest and failure. And it indicated that a choice of healthy lifestyle, watching what you eat, not overindulging in smoking, or for some, eliminating it completely, regular exercise and watching your diet were all ways to ensure a healthier lifestyle and a healthier heart. And even if there have been years of abuse in these areas, a change in the same could correct the damage done to the muscle. Here we go. I started to think of the comparisons between the actual heart, and which is the actual heart, the muscle that pumps your blood, and our inner man, or our true character. And I started to think about how often the state of our hearts are a result of our poor choices. Oh, here we go. Let me say it like this. We damage what is the central source of life for us because some people choose to abuse a vital part of their existence. Let me say it better like this. We choose poison. Come on, some of us do it on a daily basis. Come on, let's just look at it in a natural standpoint. How many of us eat things that we know we probably need to either cut back on or eliminate from our diet on a regular basis, but you indulge on it because it tastes good? Let me be the first one to raise my hand. Pray for me, I got something with sodas I need to let go. All right, watch this. And so we intake, or we indulge, or we ingest and digest poisons on a regular basis, and we know that it's poisonous, but something about it feels good when we take it. Watch this. And so we know it's poisonous, but we can't get past how it makes us feel fail to embrace the truth that it may be killing us. And I'm not just talking about smoking or food either. And so we develop heart disease. Somebody say heart disease. Watch this. Let's be real. Everyone in here, I'm not eliminating anybody. Everybody under the sound of my voice, watch this. Everyone in here chose to get into something poisonous before in your life. You saw the warning on the package, but you still chose to go that direction. It was a choice. You weren't forced. You weren't coerced. Come on, you weren't bribed. You chose it. Oh, y'all quiet in here. Watch this. And you ignore the warning label on the outside of the package of the foolishness because the foolishness is going to make you feel good. Is this thing on? Everybody was telling you, you need to stay away from the poison, but you grow. Y'all act like you ain't never told nobody that before. I'm grown. I'm an adult. You know how old I am? But you chose to put yourself in situations and predicaments that were poisonous to you because you grow.
You already know.
Here we go. Watch this. Whatever they could do for us felt good enough. We were willing to just deal with the consequences later. How many of us made choices and we felt like we were so far in, you weren't going to ever turn out of what you put yourself in. You couldn't ever turn it around. But then God starts speaking to you. He sends you a word. Come on, he sends you a prophecy. He gives you some encouragement, some enlightenment, some illumination. And he starts to persuade you to choose and to live. And watch this. And now you can help other people because you know what it's like to inflict damage on your own heart and you didn't die. Can I tell you that some of the biggest ministry moments come out of the biggest miserable moments you have ever had in your life? And some of the mess and the misery that we've been in, we put ourselves in, but you didn't die, did you? And that's how you were able to pull somebody else out and tell you your heart disease didn't kill you, and your heart disease don't have to kill you. Either you can. Come on, look at somebody, tell them you can turn this thing around. Come on. You don't have to die from cardiac arrest. You don't have to die from a damaged heart. Y'all quiet. Come on. Holler if you hear me. Here we go. Watch this. Watch this. Here it is. Here it is. We can tell somebody, don't make that move. Come on. That's going to lead to heart damage. Come on. You can tell somebody, don't date them. Where all my single people at in here? Y'all scared to tell somebody you're single. I know the dating field is hard right now, but don't be scared. The dating field must be real hard because I said, I'm single. People said, I ain't gonna tell nobody I'm single.
Oh my God.
Come on, you can tell somebody, don't date them. Come on, don't date them. Listen, because that's gonna lead to heart damage. Come on, you can tell them, listen, don't be so consumed with eating junk food. Now, watch this. I'm not talking about necessarily junk food. I'm talking about there's a lot of junk food on the internet. Can I tell you that the internet is undefeated? It's still undefeated in killing a whole lot of people and their reputations. Come on. Somebody say heart damage. Come on, we're going to dig into the scriptures in a minute. And we laugh at other people's heart damage, and then we share their heart damage on social media, and then we tweet about their heart damage on social media because it's entertainment. Ooh, Lord. Oh, listen, I guess we're going to be real honest in here. See, where my real church at? I got a transparent church in here. Where my real church at? How many of you have been involved in sharing something on social media you probably know you shouldn't have shared? And maybe you didn't share it publicly, but maybe you sent it in the inbox. Y'all ain't going to say nothing to me in here. I know y'all super saved. God talks to you all day, and he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he... Except the moment he was talking and he told you not to share it, but you still do it. Somebody say, guard your heart. Come on, let's look at it. Watch this. Let's look at it. Guard your heart. Some of us know what it feels like to have made so many negative choices in life. We threaten our hearts going into arrest. Because watch this. We get wisdom from memes, from Instagram, through someone else's experience with God, instead of seeking moments of an expanded revelation for yourself. So watch this. Here's the translation. Defective heart people will be happy living victoriously vicariously. Let me tell you what that means. In other words, some people are just happy living through someone else's victory that they see instead of having some of their own. And so we're waiting for somebody else to get the next piece for our lives instead of spending time getting pieces for ourselves. Ooh-wee. So we become consistent recipients all of the time from other people instead of the release for other people. Think about it. When we should be apt to teach, we still need to be taught the basics. When we should be able to share love maturely, we still need someone to show us the basics of how to like people. And just how to get along on a regular basis. Because when we should be able to be an example of light and love, we still have to remind people to talk to people when they see them. Our country has a heart problem. I knew I was going to get some amens right there. Here we go. This country, can I help you? Oh, they're going to put me in Facebook jail. Watch this. This country was not founded on godly principles. Right? Look at somehow y'all looking. Yes, it was. No, let me help you. Watch this. That's one of the lies they told. Watch this. While Christianity was the main organized expression, this country wasn't founded. Watch this. Here it is. Jesus was not at the center of their colonization of this country. Let me tell you what was at the center. It was founded on the desire to be free from one oppressive form of government and then created another. Oh God, I'm getting ready to get in trouble. Here we go. All right. It was built on the concept of building a new land with an old form of oppressive labor and an idea of superiority and being able to self-sustain without having to do the hard work themselves. That's why it was so amazing to now see a black man in the White House when it had been predominantly occupied by white men when a black man built it in the first place. Oh, y'all quiet. Here we go. 12.5 million slaves had been shipped from Africa and 10.7 million had arrived in the Americas through the transatlantic slave trade. And when a country will elect, oh God, here we go, a misogynistic, racist, capitalist, politically ignorant man who ran a campaign, watch this, on the premise of making America great again while insulting almost every group of color, including physically challenged individuals and women. It is bigger than political schemes. You gotta hear me. It's an issue of the heart. Oh God, we're talking the very center of our country's accepting truth of itself. I'm talking better than y'all are. Here we go, watch this. From slavery to lynchings to the creation of the prison system to continue to enslave people of color, because you didn't know that's why they created it. Watch this. To Jim Crow, to civil rights, it was a fight at the level of getting people to change the condition of their heart. When cops kill unarmed black men, it's a heart issue. When black men are shot for playing their music too loud, that's a heart issue. And not just in the man, but in the core of the country and generations of people who feel it was justified to do so. Somebody say a heart issue. Come on, from Trayvon Martin to Mike Brown, from Eric Garner to Philando Castile, we were told to believe. Oh God, I'm getting ready to get in trouble, being in might need some security. Watch this. We were told, I don't know how many of you were told this, but when I grew up in my grandma's house, there were two pictures in her living room. Martin Luther King Jr. and White Jesus. I think Tracy passed out in the back. Come on. You had, the church fans had the funeral home on one side and Martin Luther King on the other. Yeah, civil rights and death. You was fanning yourself. Come on, watch this. We were told to believe in a white Jesus. the descendants of Christ came from Cush, which is present-day Ethiopia.
Right? Yes, sir.
Abraham was a descendant of the Cushites. Cushite or Cushman burnt face. They were black men. Watch this. And that our ancestral languages and culture were barbaric. Our names were lost, all to keep us broken and dependent and working to make white men rich. I'm really in trouble today. It's a heart issue. I came to hear about Jesus. I'm trying to fill you up with kingdom principle in here. You need to catch this. Watch this. That's real prophetic. Let me help you. When Florida saw that JJ had paid, listen, let me tell you something. When she saw that they put black Jesus on the wall, she lost her mind. That ain't the Jesus that I know. Because she had been indoctrinated with what she was told was the truth without discovering what the truth was for herself. Watch this. And it took someone militant, the militant midget is who he was. It took Michael to show up and say, Mama, you need to come look at this. Can I help you? Let me just give you a word. Sometimes what happens is God will send someone, and it's not just talking about black power issues. Sometimes God will send somebody militant in your life to tell you, I know you always thought that was the truth about yourself, but let me give you some real revelation about who you really are. Watch it. And let me tell you, when you think you're comfortable, that's when God sends somebody to you to tell you, I know you're comfortable, but there's more that you need to know about me and you. If you push me out of it. Watch this. Watch this. And so, here we are, when they can bomb and set fire to Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and systematically instill in us the concept of competition with each other instead of fostering within us collaboration with each other. It's heart disease. So watch this. We can get car loans, we can get mortgage loans, we can get school loans, but we can't get business loans. Because you can't empower and oppress at the same time. Amen. Watch this. Somebody say it's a heart issue. It's a heart issue. According to this report, let me help you. Let's come on, let's move. Oh God, I'm way out here. Should I stay? Yeah. Some of y'all nervous. Watch this. Watch this. Oh, well, just take a deep breath because we're finna get ready to go on a ride. Of the 8.2 million marijuana arrests between 2001 and 2010, 88% were for simply having marijuana. Nationwide, the arrest data revealed one consistent trend. Watch this. Significant racial bias. Despite roughly equal usage rates, watch this. Blacks are 3.73 times more likely than whites to be arrested for marijuana. Yes. But you delay in legalizing the drug in the states, not for moral reasons, but because you haven't found a way to tax it enough. Watch this. And you have to answer and have a plan for all of the arrests and charge black men and women from before. Y'all real quiet in here. Look how y'all looking. Just preach Jesus. I am. If you didn't know, Jesus was a community man. Watch this. HIV. You in here now, you might as well stay for the whole message. According to a recent study published by the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention in February 2011, although blacks make up only 13.6% of the U.S. population, they account for 50.3% of all diagnosed cases of HIV. As a matter of fact, black women are beating in all new cases of HIV. It's a heart issue. Somebody say it's a heart issue. Here's what the article suggested to me, and we're going to dive into the scripture. Watch this, we're almost done, 60%. There are diseases that are self-inflicted heart issues that are self-inflicted, and some that are born with heart issues. There are various arrhythmias or unstable heartbeats. It could be a heartbeat that beats too fast, tachycardia. It could be a heart that beats too slow, bradycardia. Watch this. Can I submit to you metaphorically, some people suffer from a heart that beats too fast. Watch this. And our palpitation has our bodies working overtime to function. Let me tell you what I mean. How many of us have moved into things too fast? And then you're in something that your heart can't handle normally. And it's wearing you out. You're tired. You're almost dizzy with life because your heart has a disorder because you moved too swiftly into something you should have taken your time to walk into. Something in your heart makes you move faster than you should, and your dysfunction starts to show. Some people have a spiritual form of bradycardia. Let me tell you what it is. This is where the heart beats too slowly, and yet the symptoms are somewhat the same. Weakness, tiredness, shortness of breath, etc. How many of us, because we have experienced damage in the past, have been slow at you've been slow at heart to move for fear that you would end up in previous seasons. And so we slowly take steps into things when we should move at a better, quicker pace, but fear is keeping us paralyzed almost to move into new things. Because we're afraid we're going to fall and we're going to fail. Proverbs, the book that has several passages of wise sayings and direction, indicates that guarding your heart is vital because the heart is a reservoir. Let me help you. It's designed to intake and then outlet through your words. Here's what it means. Guarding indicates that we have a responsibility to protect what we put in it so that we do not create consequently things that are detrimental to us and other people. Your words are the vehicles and tools used to create and to build. And when God created, he released words to form what he saw in himself. Let me help you. What he was filled with, his words materialized. He spoke them, and in his words were the very essence of completion. So he released the end every time he spoke. Which teaches us two valuable lessons, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Watch this, and that is, number one, the power of the spoken word. Number two, the importance of protecting your reservoir. Here it is. A reservoir is a place where something, usually water, is kept in store. Luke 6:45, the Amplified Version says, and I'm almost done right here, that the intrinsically good man produces what is good and honorable and moral out of the good treasure stored in his heart. The scripture can preach by itself. And the intrinsically evil man produces what is wicked and depraved out of the heart, out of the evil in his heart, for his mouth speaks from the overflow of his heart. Number two, watch this. The overflow will never lie. Did you hear what I said? Jesus said that the intrinsically evil man speaks the evil and does the evil out of his heart that has been stored there. Now here's the question, ladies and gentlemen. Who stored the evil in his heart? Some of y'all thinking that the devil stored it there. Because traditional church told us to blame everything bad on the devil. Store anything. Anytime you store anything in your heart, you don't even have to tell us what you store in your heart. What you say is, this is valuable to me. Watch this. And you can fool me half of the time. You can fool me part of the time. You can fool me, Mike, when I see you on Sundays. But watch this. If we hang out enough, eventually you're going to let me see what's valuable to you in there. Y'all ain't saying that up in here. Watch this. Come on, somebody say, the mouth speaks. So now Jesus says, out of what's been stored up, the mouth speaks. What you have said now is what is valuable to you. It becomes the outlet from the place you stored what you thought was it forces its way out. Which means, watch this, that even if you pretend and show people a representative for only so long, your treasure is eventually going to force its way out. All the single people make some noise. Why y'all nervous? I ain't signing you up for no black people meet a Tinder account. I just said make some noise. No, I say anything. Watch this. This is the best example I can use. Watch this, and I'll use it for my singles. Here it is. Watch this. All of us, even the married people, come on. The reason why you married the person you married to is because you were able to live past their representative. Right. And you decided that the person that they were was conducive enough for you to live and build a life with. Right. But everybody in here has been out with somebody that you sent your representative to. Right. That your real you never went on the date. You sit, look at how y'all looking. The real you never showed up at the restaurant. The real you never went to the movies. The real you know good doggone well you don't open car doors regularly, but you send the representative and your representative does. Oh God, it's getting folks in trouble in the game. Yeah, you know. Don't make me go there, but we got kids in the room. Watch this. Come on, you pull out chairs, you do all kind of stuff. Your representative is supportive. Your representative, come on, is in your corner. Your representative is your chill. Come on, you ain't hear what I'm saying. But the treasure, hey, the thing that you consider to be valuable to you, eventually starts to. I don't like this representative, so I got. Right. I really, come on, look at how I'm using this metaphorically, but I need you to see this. I don't really like to open car doors. Right. I don't really like to pull out chairs. I'm really not this polite. Right. Come on, bitch. When something overflows, it moves beyond its boundaries. In other words, what you consider, we can pretend all day long. I can pretend to like you, but if you hang around me long enough, eventually what I consider valuable to me, what I place in my heart about you would eventually. Watch this, we out of here. Here's the last scripture we done. Ezekiel 36:26 says this. Here's the Amplified. Moreover, I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit within you. And I will remove the heart of stone from your flesh and give you a heart of flesh. God tells Israel, in short, I'm going to take away your inflexibility and your stubbornness and give you a heart that is sensitive to hear my voice and obey me. And oftentimes, when God dealt with the sin of Israel, they were placed in captivity. And when they were supposed to be the head and not the tail, God would allow their enemy to have a season of victory over them. Can I submit to you, parenthetically, that everyone in this room has lived on that street? God calls you, you disobey, you ignore, you walk in pride, you sin, come on, you fall short, and then God allows the enemy to seemingly have a season of victory over you. Seemingly. It's not to break you though. It's to put you back in your proper place. In search of a righteous way. Watch it. It brings you back to a place of prayer. It brings your attention back to Him. It recenters you back in purpose. Here's the third point. I gave you 2 points. The other 2 points, if you didn't get them, come next week. I don't know. Here's the third point. Soften your heart. The word heart in the Hebrew is lab, and the word heart in the Greek is cardia. Where we actually get cardiac from. Both have to do with the inner man, the will, the character, and the mind. It then says that the heart is the soul or mind, as it is the fountain and seat of the thoughts, passions, desires, appetites, affections, purposes, and endeavors. It's more than just your emotions. Your heart is the core of your life experience. It is the place where truth is accepted or rejected. It is the vault that holds your creativity. Whatever you fill your heart with becomes your life experience. Finally, it is said that not all heart disease is by choice. Some of it is inherited. It is passed on through the bloodline. So can I submit to you then that some of our heart issues are generational curses that are choices and proclivities that we feed? Oh, y'all quiet. Here's what David said. David said, and I'm going to deal with that next week. We're done right here. David said, created me a clean heart. And renewing me a right spirit. Before our hands can change in action, our hearts must change. Before our words can really change, our hearts must change. Here's what I want to do. This ain't for everybody. This may be for you. If you're here on today and you say today is a day that I want to have a renewed heart. I want a renewed heart. I want a renewed heart. I want to make sure that my words are not just words, but I want to make sure that my words are really lining up with God's desire. Sometimes, listen, it's the heart of man that holds evilness. Maybe you say we want a clean heart. Sometimes, we forget. The Bible says that we are sheep of his pasture. And we forget that this is a pasture because we are sheep. And in the sheep field, it's messy. I don't know why we come to church and feel like it's supposed to be so pristine, and that's why nobody really ever gets help or deliverance. Because we like to have a show than really be set free. If you can entertain me, I feel a whole lot better about going home and being the same person I've been. But this is a pasture. And watch this. This is a pasture. And this is the altar. And the altar is the place where things die. One last thing, then I want to make it feel. Watch this. Have you ever noticed that when the church I grew up in, they used to say, we're opening the doors of the church. Y'all remember that? Come and give the pastor your hand and God your heart. You remember that? They call this the altar. But you know what? The reason why they would invite you up to the altar, can I tell you why it should be and why we don't do it? People feel like put them on display and bring them up here. But when people desire to receive salvation, the reason why they're invited to come to the altar is because they're dying to the old man. We just kind of combine it together. Come on, join the church and look up here. But when we extend salvation, it is to die to the old man. That's why we invite you to the place where death takes place. So, if you're here, you say, hey, I need a heart transplant today. I need some work on my heart. Matter of fact, everyone's standing. We're done. Everyone's standing. Today is the day I need some work done on my heart. Because I got some heart issues. I need some work done on my heart. If that's you, won't you come?